Hello and welcome to Current Issues. I'm Vineet Malhotra. In a setback to the Arvind Kejriwal government in Delhi, President Pranab Mukherjee has refused to give his nod to a bill amending the law on Office of Profit, raising questions on the fate of 21 Aam Aadmi Party legislators who had been appointed as parliamentary secretaries last year. Holding an Office of Profit is a violation of the constitution by an elected member, and the president's letter has been sent to the Law Department of Delhi government, which may now seek legal recourse. What's fact and what is fiction? Let's find out with our panelists. Let me introduce Mr. Aman Pawar, who's the spokesperson for Congress. Aman, thank you for joining us and being in the studio. We will also be joined by Mr. Ashish Sood, who's the General Secretary for the BJP, and Raghav Chadha, who's the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party. So let's delve deeper into this debate, and let's start with the petitioner. Aman is with us in the studio. Aman, what's your perspective on this and the allegations of occupying the offices of profit is violation of the constitution? When did you come to realize this, and were you late in taking this action? Were you late in filing this petition? Because now there seems to be some retrospective element involved in this as well.
See, the original petition was filed by this another gentleman called Prashant Patel. Later on, we joined the petition, and this is an open and shut case because the doctrine of Office of Profit very clearly provides that an incumbent member of a legislative assembly or parliament cannot hold another position and cannot actually extract any benefit from that position. Now, I'll take you to the notification, the order through which these 21 MLAs were appointed parliamentary secretaries by the Arvind Kejriwal government. This order dated 13th March very clearly says that all 21 MLAs will be provided government cars, and then there was a subsequent order by which they were given 21 different rooms in the secretariat. So while they are holding the position as MLAs and have been elected, they are also given this additional office which comes within the purview of Office of Profit, where they have benefits like cars and a special office in the secretariat.
Right.
And the law applies very directly in this case, and therefore the president has withheld his assent to the bill, which was a later justification which was brought at a subsequent stage to regularize their appointment. But very legally, going by the various principles, the president has withheld his assent to the bill, and there is no other option but the election commission has to disqualify all 21 of them.
Okay, let's get a reaction from the BJP now. Mr. Ashish Sood is with us. Ashish, what do you make of this? Because the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been directly lashing out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He's been saying that, the president does not have any say in this. He's just acting as a machinery. It's actually the Prime Minister's influence which is probably colluding his mind.
This is a very pathetic state of affairs, and a statement like this by the Chief Minister of a state clearly shows how little faith they have in the constitutional mechanisms of the country. Everybody in the country knows that the president works with his own considerations, his own opinions. The honorable president has his own opinions. Now, as far as this case is concerned, it is a very clear case that just to keep his folks together, he was distributing freebies. He was trying to give lollipops to his MLAs, which later on turned bitter. So now they are claiming that it is not an Office of Profit. Yesterday I was seeing there people saying that they did not have anything, they did not get any room, any facilities.
Emoluments.
But from the RTI, there have been the list of the room numbers allotted to them.
Right.
And even the other cases also, when even in Jaya Bachchan's case also, the court's ruling are very clear about it. Now here it is not only a technical matter that how this happened. A party which claimed to be doing giving an alternative politics to the country, and from the back door these people are trying to spend the public money in such a manner which itself amounts to corruption. You cannot use the public exchequer like this. And if this is alternative politics of distributing freebies to keep their folks together, then
okay, Mr. Sood, let me get back to you. Let me come back to you. Let's take a reaction from the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, Raghav Chadha. Raghav, thank you for joining us. What do you make of this? Arvind Kejriwal has been attacking Prime Minister Modi, and he's been saying that he's the main influencer, and he's been, influencing the president into taking this decision. There are parliamentary secretaries in other states as well. So whatever they have done was within their power, and it was absolutely right and proper.
Well, first of all, it's a well-established norm, practice, convention, precedent that the President of India acts on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. In fact, he is bound to act as per the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, and the 44th Constitutional Amendment is very clear. It's everyone knows this, and anyone who says anything to the contrary, A, doesn't understand how the legislative process in India functions, or B, is trying to spread propaganda. That's one. Number two, as far as the appointment of parliamentary secretaries is concerned, appointing parliamentary secretaries is a well-established norm and various state governments over the past 6-7 decades have done so. Arunachal Pradesh, as we speak, has 19 parliamentary secretaries. Punjab has 24. Gujarat has 5. Telangana has 6. Nagaland has 24. Karnataka has 10. Meghalaya has 18. Haryana has 6. Rajasthan has 5. So there are almost every state has a number of parliamentary secretaries.
There is no difficulty
now,
with parliamentary
the problem really
is
that the
parliamentary that you have undertaken.
The parliamentary secretaries
appointed.
Is it the number of parliamentary procedure? What happened was,
may I please complete?
May
I please complete? What is this cacophony? What is this cacophony?
There is no cacophony.
Raghav,
finish your point. Raghav, finish your point.
Let me just complete. Yes. So as far as parliamentary, So the point is that when every state government has a number of parliamentary secretaries, what is the problem in this case? In fact, the parliamentary secretaries appointed by all these states that I just read out, half of them are ruled by the BJP and half of them are ruled by the Congress, have also given a lot of remuneration, car, official bungalow, etc. to their parliamentary secretaries. In this case, nothing has been given to them. They do not get any remuneration. They do not get any reimbursement. They get nothing. Now, the point is that in order to create a position for a situation of profit to arise, there has to be an office. I will come to that. Let me just complete. I will come to that.
We'll get back to this. Raghav, just hold on to that thought. Before we proceed, Raghav, let's hear out what Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal had to say today. He was very livid.
दिल्ली के 21 विधायकों को डिस्क्वालीफाई करना चाहती है और पिछले 2-3 दिन से खूब खबरें चल रही हैं। बीजेपी वाले, कांग्रेस वाले खूब बढ़ चढ़ के बोल रहे हैं। एक कहावत है, 100 चूहे खा के बिल्ली हज को चली। ये देख रहे हैं कि 100 चूहे खा के कांग्रेस हज को चली, 100 चूहे खा के बीजेपी हज को चली। ये साहिब सिंह वर्मा जी जब चीफ मिनिस्टर थे तो ये उस टाइम का ऑर्डर है उनका, साहिब सिंह वर्मा जी का। साहिब सिंह वर्मा जी ने नंद किशोर गर्ग एमएलए को 7 मई 1997 को अपना पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाया था। तो बीजेपी जब पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाती थी तो लीगल है, तब तो संवैधानिक है। हम जब पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाए तो संवैधानिक नहीं है, इलीगल है। ये कौन सा पैमाना है? उसके बाद शीला दीक्षित जी की सरकार आई, उन्होंने अजय माकन जी को, जो सबसे ज्यादा अभी चिल्ला रहे हैं आजकल, अजय माकन जी को पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाया। और ये अजय माकन जी ने को स्टाफ भी दे रखा है, स्टाफ को छुट्टियां सैंक्शन कर रहे हैं। ऑनेबल पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी, स्टाफ की एसीआर लिख रहे हैं अजय माकन जी के साइन देखो। अजय माकन जी छुट्टियां सैंक्शन कर रहे हैं अपने स्टाफ को। तो तुम पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाओ तो संवैधानिक, हम बनाए तो असंवैधानिक। ये कहां का है? और ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, 1953 में 3 पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी थे दिल्ली में, HKL भगत, कुमारी शांता वशिष्ठ और शिवचरण दास गुप्ता। तो 53 से चले आ रहे हैं, 53 से पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी चले आ रहे हैं। 2014 तक 15 तक पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनते थे तो संवैधानिक थे, आम आदमी पार्टी ने बना दिए तो असंवैधानिक हैं।
Okay, Aman, I'll come to you. You heard what Arvind Kejriwal had to say. He said that there have been precedents in the past where there have been appointments of parliamentary secretaries. So what is the anomaly here?
See, there is no difficulty in appointing a parliamentary secretary. And I think the Chief Minister is living in oblivion because the procedure adopted by him is wrong. They have introduced an ordinary bill to regularize and justify the appointment of parliamentary secretaries. And because of this illegality, the President has rejected the bill. While we introduced parliamentary secretaries, we introduced it as a money bill. Why? Because every office of parliamentary secretary has some financial implication on the government of Delhi. And the law provides wherever there is financial implication, the government of Delhi will have to take prior approval of the LG to introduce that bill. Right. Which in this case the Aam Aadmi Party did not take, and because of which the President of India rejected the bill. Now, okay. Mr. Raghav Chadha, will you please tell me why did you not take prior approval of the LG? When they had to increase the salaries of their MLAs by 400%, they took prior approval of the LG because they wanted that increase of 400% in the salaries of their MLAs. However, when this bill to appoint parliamentary secretaries to regularize their appointment was brought, no approval was taken from.
Okay, let's go to Raghav. I'll also take a reaction from Mr. Sood. He hasn't said something in a while. Raghav, first I'll let you respond to Aman.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be very happy to answer all your questions only if I'm, a bit against spokespersons and panelists who are well versed with the facts.
I think you're not well versed with the law. Please go read the law, what the law provides, Raghav.
He doesn't know that 400% no salary of any MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party has been increased.
Your salary was being paid to them in 2013-2014.
The same amount has been paid. He doesn't know. I challenge him to prove it. This is absolutely lies. These are blatant lies.
Anyway, you come back to the topic. Why did you not take the prior approval of the LG
who don't have the right facts?
And that's why it was rejected by the President.
Please.
Okay. That's why it was rejected by the President.
Raghav, the question really is that was there a prior approval sought? If that were the case, your party and the 21 MLAs wouldn't have been in such a pickle.
Yes. I am coming to that.
Right.
Yes. So if just I
ask
the
Congress
yes or no,
a categorical yes or no. Did you seek for prior approval?
Aman, let him respond. Let him respond.
As far as this logic of introducing a bill in order to regularize or validate or ratify the appointment of 21 parliamentary secretaries is concerned, this is absolutely frivolous.
Then why did you introduce the bill?
We did not introduce this bill in order to validate or ratify the appointment of 21 parliamentary. The 21 parliamentary secretaries have been appointed. Now, can you please stop shouting? I would want to debate with a human being who's civil, who knows how to debate with civility, not somebody who shouts.
At least answer
so can I please
question,
respond?
Raghav.
I did not interrupt when this man
Aman,
was
let him
speaking.
speak.
Right.
May I please respond?
Okay, Raghav, I'll ask you to hold that thought because we have a caller who wants to give some of his inputs. I have Akash who's giving us a call from New Delhi. Akash, go ahead.
Hi, how are you? हाँ मैं हिंदी में पूछना चाहूंगा इनसे।
जी पूछिए।
मैं इनसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि एकदम से 70 में से 21 पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाने का प्रावधान क्या कहीं पे किसी प्रकार से है? और दूसरा जो आप ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट की बात कर रहे हैं उसमें क्या जब ये लोगों ने बिजली संभाली, जैसे कि केजरीवाल जी कह रहे थे कि बिजली संभालने के लिए हमने एक MLA लगा दिया स्कूल के लिए, अस्पताल के लिए, क्या उन लोगों ने ऑफिस में बैठ करके ऑफिस का AC इस्तेमाल नहीं किया था क्या? थैंक यू सो मच। इसका जवाब दें जरा।
Okay, we'll let our panelists answer that question. We have another caller, Prem. Prem, go ahead. Okay, well, I want to go to Mr. Sood now.
May I respond now, please?
Yeah, I'll let you respond. But
just
first, I also want to go to
Mr.
Sood because he hasn't spoken. I'll let you respond to that. Let me go to Ashish Sood. He hasn't spoken in a while. Ashish, why is the Aam Party, really politicizing this particular issue, and instead of looking for a recourse and trends to fix it, Arvind Kejriwal goes on to say that one MLA has been dedicated to power, one to water, one to hospitals, and one to school. Modi ji says, I will not do anything. And I will not let anyone do anything. Why does, all these reactions have to be so targeted towards a particular person and not the issue?
And yes, I am telling you, he is suffering from a phobia of Mr. Modi, and just to sensationalize the things and divert attention from the real issues, he just tries to equate every rubbish thing the Delhi government does with the actions of the central government. I just want to raise a simple question. They appointed 21 parliamentary secretaries. They had, as Mr. Kejriwal is saying and Mr. Raghav Chadha is defending, they say they were right in your domain, they have their rights. Okay, agreed for the sake of discussion. But if they were so confident and they were right in their domain, why did they bring a bill to ratify their appointment with a retrospective effect and sent it to the President of India? And like a very, very frivolous statement Mr. Chadha is giving, that it is the central government who has directed Mr. Modi, the Honorable President, to reject it.
Ashish, I'll come back to you.
Was it sent to the...
Let me get a caller
where
in
was
now.
the bill sent?
Prakash
Was
is
it
giving
sent
us
to
a
the...
call from Delhi. Ashish, I'll come back to you. Prakash from Delhi is giving us a call. Prakash, go ahead.
Hi, my question is to Raghav. Raghav, you are like a young, educated minister, and we all are proud of you. My question is, when Arvind Kejriwal says that 21 secretary are for working, so ऐसा क्यों है कि बाकी जो आपके एमएलए हैं वो काम नहीं कर रहे हैं और उनको काम करने के लिए आपको पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी बनाना पड़ेगा? और ऐसा नहीं है कि आप उनको कोई दूसरा पद भी दे सकते थे, लाइक नगर सेवक और कोई भी सेवक करके जो आउट ऑफ प्रॉफिट होता, बट पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरी क्यों?
Okay, that's a very valid point, and that is the crux of our debate. But at this point in time, we have to take a break. We will be right back with the Raghav Chadda's reply to that caller. Okay, we are having a heated debate, and in the midst of this, we have a caller from Sydney who's watching our show, and he would like to contribute to this ongoing debate. Go ahead, sir. What do you have to say?
हाँ जी, मुझे सिर्फ बहुत ही छोटा सा सवाल आम आदमी पार्टी के स्पोक्स पर्सन से पूछना था कि आपके हर एक मिनिस्टर के पास 5-5, 6-6 पोर्टफोलियोज हैं. आपके गोपाल राय जी ने इस्तीफा दिया क्योंकि वो संभाल नहीं पा रहे थे बहुत सारा काम. तो एक तरफ एक मिनिस्टर 5-6 पोर्टफोलियो संभाल रहे हैं और आपके पास 21 पार्लियामेंट्री सेक्रेटरीज है. तो आप उनमें से किसी और को यूज कर सकते थे ना उन सब काम के लिए. आप उनको मिनिस्टर नहीं बना सकते थे?
Raghav, I'll let you respond to that. He's got a valid point.
Now, please, finally you have come to me. I appreciate it. Now, there is a ceiling on the number of ministers that the government of NCT of Delhi can appoint. At this point, it is 10% of the total number of seats in the Delhi Legislative Assembly. The total number of seats is 70, therefore we can appoint only 7 ministers. Now, in order to assist the minister, we have appointed parliamentary secretaries who help the minister in field work. There are two types of parliamentary secretaries. Parliamentary secretaries with remuneration,
they have
parliamentary
access to the
secretaries
files
without
when they help the
remuneration.
ministers.
The ones with remuneration may fall within the office of profit purview, but the ones without remuneration, with no pecuniary benefit, do not fall within the purview of office of profit. That's point number one.
But Raghav, I have with me a list. I have with me a list of the 21 parliament secretaries and the allotment of rooms. And when you talk about a room, it does have financial implications.
Point number two, I'll come to that. Now, no, there is no financial implication. The 1954 judgment of the Supreme Court that I am about to read in Ravana Subana versus JS Kekepara says remuneration which the person gets while holding the office to enable him to carry out day-to-day expenses compensatory in nature should not be considered as accruing any profit to the holder. So, if at all, first of all, I completely deny that any office or car was used by my parliamentary secretaries. But if at all, for the sake of argument, if one were to assume that they did use the office, it does not tantamount to office of profit.
Okay, I will let Aman respond to that. I will let Aman respond to that, and then we have a caller. We have KG Sharma. We'll come to that. But Aman,
not aware about the latest legal position in the case of Jaya Bachchan. The Supreme Court has very categorically said that if the person appointed is entitled to certain emoluments, then it will be an office of profit even if the holder of the office chooses not to draw those emoluments. Now, by the virtue of your office
Absolutely.
of the order
There is
of
no emolument in
appointment,
this.
you are
There is
giving them
absolutely
cars,
no
you are giving them
remuneration or emolument
a
in this.
special office. So by that,
No,
the order of
we are
appointment
not.
itself,
Absolutely
these
incorrect.
21 MLAs fall within the purview of office of
Absolutely
profit.
incorrect.
And
Absolutely incorrect.
Vineet, what is
Here is the
important
letter
to
of the
remember
government of
is
Delhi.
that when Arvind Kejriwal was contesting elections,
Vineet,
the
I
letter
will-
of the government
Right.
of promises
Vineet,
that he
says-
will work like a layman, he will not take a special car, he will not take take government bungalows.
Correct.
However, after coming to power, he took 2 bungalows. Now Manish
Nothing-
Sisodia is
nothing
occupying
of
Okay,
third
that sort
Mr.
has been
bungalow.
taken.
Okay, Ashish
21 MLAs
Sood wants to come in. Ashish Sood wants to come in. I'll let him speak. Ashish, go ahead.
Irrelevant in politics.
Ashish, go ahead.
Look, Mr. Raghav Chadha and his party are hell-bent to serve lies to the people of Delhi. He is quoting a judgment of 1954, and what about Mrs. Jaya Bachchan's case?
Jaya Bachchan's case,
And he
2006.
says no room was allotted. Here, show it on your channel. This is the list of the rooms allotted to the allotted to their parliamentary secretaries. This is the list.
Okay, and
Mr. Chadha
Ashish,
says no room
I
was allotted.
will let Raghav respond to that, but we have a caller. KG Sharma is giving us a call. Mr. Sharma, go ahead. What do you have to say?
हाँ सर, मुझे राघव चड्ढा जी से क्वेश्चन पूछना है.
पूछिए.
हाँ, राघव चड्ढा जी, ये मुझे बताइए, अभी केजरीवाल जी ने बोला है कि जी हमारे एमएलए पढ़े लिखे हैं, बाकी के जितने एमएलए हैं वो सब बेवकूफ हैं. तो ये पढ़े लिखे एमएलए बगैर किसी पोर्टफोलियो के काम नहीं कर सकते, बिना सेक्रेटरी बने काम नहीं कर सकते. और दूसरा मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप मोदी जी चिल्लाते रहते हो, मोदी ने ये कर दिया, मोदी ने वो कर दिया, ये जनता में चिल्लाते रहते हो, तो क्या ये जो कोर्ट में या जो चुनाव आयोग आपसे पूछता है, तो क्या यही लिख के भेजते हो कि मोदी करवा रहा है, ये करवा रहा है, वो करवा रहा है, और जब वो लिख के नहीं भेजते आप, तो फिर जनता में हल्ला क्यों बांटते हैं आप? ये बताइए मुझे.
Can I answer, Vineet? May I
Yes,
please?
what he's trying to say,
Yes, okay. So
Raghav,
he
is
asked
that you
a
need
couple
to
of
address
questions.
the elephant in the
I've
room.
understood the question. I understand Hindi. I've heard his question. Now let me respond. First of all, his question was why were these posts, not the offices, but the post allotted to 21 of our MLAs. It was allotted because you have to give them some legal sanctity in order to carry out certain duties that has been assigned to this role. For example, the Parliamentary Secretary Health, whose job is to go to hospitals and check whether there are medicines available in adequate number or not, cannot, without legal sanctity, barge into any hospital of Government of Delhi and check whether the medicines are available or not. Therefore, legal sanctity is required. Number 2, as far as his question regarding Mr. Modi is concerned, 23 bills have been passed in the last 1.5 years of Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi. Not one has been cleared by the central government, by the Modi government. All have been either withheld or have been rejected by the Modi government. He has made Delhi Legislative Assembly ineffective. And
Okay,
that is why
we
we
have
said.
a paucity
And
of
now,
time.
what he
Raghav,
did in
we have a
Uttarakhand,
paucity of
what he
time.
did in
I will
Arunachal,
ask
he
a
wants to do
very
exactly the
short,
same
and
thing
I
in Delhi.
want, I'll ask a very short question, and I want a short response from all the gentlemen present on our show. Ashish, I'll start with you. Are we looking at a mini election?
Look, it is the law will take its own course, and we are prepared for any political situation.
Aman.
I think as per my legal understanding, the Election Commission has no option but to disqualify them and order by-polls in the 21 constituencies.
Raghav, parting thoughts from you. How will you evade disqualification?
The matter is sub judice. We have no. So first of all, the acceptance or the rejection of this bill has no bearing on the membership of these MLAs to the Delhi Legislative Assembly, because these MLAs were appointed as parliamentary secretaries by virtue of a different legislation or set of notices. Now the matter is pending before the Election Commission. We will see what the Election Commission says. But I would like to ask that there is
Okay, gentlemen, it's time to hold on to your horses. Relax your tempers, because we have to end the show over here. Aman, Ashish and Raghav, everybody, thank you for joining us and putting forth your points and your logic. That's all we have on news, current issues. We'll see you tomorrow again here on News World India. Thank you.